I hadn't posted a video. I hadn't worked that for years. So like people were asking me questions and I'm like, hey, I have no idea. Like it just depends on like whatever your company, the company you work for, whatever business that you work for. Like it things like that you have to ask your higher ups because I don't know. I haven't been in fast food in years. So I decided to get back on. This time around, I'm just I don't know. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of everything. I don't want to be. Um, I don't want to try to label myself as an expert in fast food management, which I mean, I feel like I have enough experience I could really talk about it, but I haven't been in that field in a long time, so I wouldn't feel right trying to talk about it now because it's totally different. You know, they've gone through the pandemic and everything, and I don't know how to tell somebody else to handle that stress. You know, I'm not there, so I can't be an expert in that. So this time around, I came back and um, when I while I wasn't working, I just started a job this week, so I am kind of working now. I'm not unemployed anymore, technically. So the only thing I really had to do at home was clean because I'm looking for jobs online. I'll admit I did not try to go out and scout jobs. Like, oh well, I did that. I went to this temp service. Um, I was told to go up there for the interview. They're doing like a mass hiring type thing, and or a job fair, I guess, not mass hiring. They were doing a job fair, and so I drove all the way. I'm in Norman. I drove all the way to Oklahoma City, like north side of Oklahoma City. I guess I don't know exactly where it would be. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. It was not the north side of Oklahoma City. It was downtown. This was downtown, the staffing agency. So it's like the cool, like, I don't know. I think Midtown. I want to say it's Midtown because um, my orthopedic doctor was up there in that area. So it's like off of 10th Street. I'm not really that familiar with the city, so if you know where I'm talking about when you're on shit, I don't even know what highway that is. I know it's over by a hospital and it's like 10th Street and something else, and it's like a split exit type thing. So if you are from the city, you probably know what I'm talking about. So so it's up in that area, and so I walk in and I don't know what that was. So I walk in and it's like one of those really artsy buildings. It has like 4 floors, and one of those type of buildings. So I walk in and really nice building, but it's like a building that has several different offices in it. So the first thing I see is an elevator. No, first thing I see is these stairs. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I go toward the elevator and there's a sign, elevator broken. And then so I look on the little directory and it's like such and such staffing, third floor, 301. I said, oh, hell no. I have to walk up 3 flights of stairs to get to this goddamn staffing place. And if y'all haven't seen me, this is your first time hearing me. I'm a big girl. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, my camera has gone off. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, did it cut off? It cut off. Well, at least I got the recording, I guess. I guess this will just be audio because my video cut off. Okay, so if like I said, if you like I'm a big girl and I've had knee surgery, and like I told y'all, I'm an auntie. You know what I'm saying? 3 flights of stairs, baby. Oh no, I'm gonna get up there and pass out. So I'm like, well, fuck. I done got dressed. These people are expecting me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not, I don't know what I didn't think it was going to be a lot of people there, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just assumed there's a bunch of there's a bunch of temp services in Oklahoma City, and of course, not everybody in Oklahoma City is gonna be at this one temp service. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna walk up these stairs. Listen, I walked up those stairs, y'all, and I damn near died. There just happened to be like a restroom right next to the staffing place, the office. So I run in the restroom real fast, and I'm just trying to catch my breath, and then there's somebody's in there. I go in there and try to play it off by washing my hands, and somebody's in there. And they're probably like, why the hell is she breathing so damn hard? Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, like, it was bad. So then I'm still trying to catch my breath. I walk through this sea of people in the office. Like, it's almost like a long office. So there's chairs on either side of this wall. It's like a little hallway type thing. And I have to walk through all of these people, and I'm damn near dead. And I don't even know if I can handle my breath enough to even make noise when I have to talk to this woman. Like, I'm so out of breath. So I get to the desk, and I'm like, I'm here for an interview, or I'm here for the job fair. Like, I'm dying, y'all. And she's like, oh, well, we've stopped taking applicants for that. Can you come back tomorrow? And I'm like, I look at this woman like, y'all, I was pissed. And then I'm like, I can't come back tomorrow because I think I had a phone interview or something next day. And I was like, I can't come back tomorrow. And she's like, oh, and I said, she was like, well, when can you come back? And I was like, I'll just call y'all. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. So I walk out of there. I walk down 3 flights of stairs, and then I get in my car, and y'all, I'm still breathing hard. Like, oh my God, I was so pissed. 3 flights of stairs, bitch. Fuck no, y'all need to be warning people in the email that they're gonna have to walk up 3 flights of stairs to get to y'all office. Cause what about? My bad, y'all. My phone started ringing, and it was a name on there. Some of them scammers be using them like regular names so people answer the phone. But anyway, so yeah, I think they need to put like a warning in the email that you have to walk up 3 flights of stairs, because if you big and stairs are your worst enemy, like me, oh no, baby, I need a warning. I'll never go back to that temp service. Go all the way. I drove all the way up there. I wasted gas. I wasted my time. I wasted my breath. Let's talk about it. I wasted my breath to go to this temp service just for them to turn me away. Anyway, but so I end up going to this other temp service, and they actually wanted to go ahead and push me through, like, to the job that they were hiring for. And it's funny because the girl that works the front desk, when I walked in, because whatever job it was I applied for, it said remote on it. I know it had to say remote because those are the only type of jobs that I was applying for, except for that temp service job that was the 3 flights of stairs thing. So, but I know that for sure that with this particular temp service, I applied for a remote job. So she tells me that there wasn't a remote job, and I said, well, didn't y'all have a job that was like a call center or something? She was like, oh yeah, for Hyatt. And so she's like, okay, so go ahead and you're gonna go over here, you're gonna fill out this application, blah blah, blase. I get the interview with the staffing guy, and he's like, yeah, you seem professional, blah blah. Because mind you, like, I dress for my interviews. I don't show up interviews, and I dress for my interviews because I take that very seriously when it comes to interviews and things like that. So, I was dressed. He said, "You seem very professional, blah blah. Now we just need to do a drug test." And I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, oh my God. Like, he was like, you want to do the drug test now? Is that fine? And I'm like, yeah. Like, mind you, we're just in this little office or whatever. And so he pulls out this thing, and I'm thinking he's going to pull out like a pee cup, direct me to the bathroom, I pee in there, because I've taken a test like that before. Like at a job, in my onboarding type thing, they have a bathroom, they have the drug test right there. You pee in a cup, they stick the little thing in there, and it looks like a pregnancy test. They stick it in there, and it's pass or fail, positive or negative. So that's what I thought he was about to do, but it was actually one of the mouth things. And that was my first time taking one of those. It's like a stick with a cotton ball on it. And he said you had to hold it between your cheek and your teeth or something like that. I don't know. Some shit. I passed drug test. I'm like, cool. And then they go, and then they're like, all right, so you'll be hearing from such and such later on this week, blah, blah. And this was like a Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So, and he was like, you'll probably start Monday with the training class for the Hyatt call center. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So I never hear anything from the lady. And then I call on Monday, and I get that same receptionist girl. And so she's like, yeah, that's probably Elizabeth. We'll have Elizabeth call you back. And I'm like, okay, cool. So Elizabeth sends me a text message, and you know what? Let me see if I can even pull up the text message so that I can read it. Verbatim. Get rid of these notifications. Okay, so she sent me a message, and it says, "Hi, Shaunte'a. This is Elizabeth from blank blank staffing. I had left you a message a few days ago regarding Hyatt. They have decided to pass on your application. If something else opens, I will be sure to let you know." And so I text back, and I was like, "Hi, I don't have a missed call or a voice message. Could you verify the number that you called so that I'm sure I don't miss out on another opportunity?" And she gives me the number, and she says is where I left the message, or at least that's where I thought I called. My number is blank. "I will keep looking for other openings for you." And I said, "This is my first contact from this number, but thank you." So then she called me a little later on and was like, she told me that they picked up my application, and they wanted, because I think she knows she was in the wrong. Like, and mind you, by then, let's see, what day was this on? I had been out of work for like 20 days. For over 2 weeks, and I'm just like, fuck, it's time. I gotta get some money coming in here. So, well, shit, that's 3 weeks. Yeah, out of work for 3 weeks. Like, bro, I'm broke as fuck. I got my last paychecks, and I just, that's it. Like, I gotta pay rent. So said I was gonna. They wanted me to come in. That was a Monday when she called, so they wanted me to come in the next day for my interview. So did the interview. Interview went perfect. At least I thought it did. I told the man asked about my availability. We're open from 7 to 7, and we would like people to be available during those times. Is there anything that would keep you from being able to commit to the schedule? And so I told him, I said, well, at 6, I have to pick my daughter up at 6 o'clock from practice. And so he's like, okay, cool. And mind y'all, like the whole time, everybody that I talked to at this call center was very nice. They have pictures up of the employee events they have. They're talking about how they love family, and everybody's a family, and we have these things, your kids can come, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And I told that man that I had to be off by 6 o'clock so that I can pick my daughter up from practice. And, all was well, blah, blah, blah. A few hours later after I left the interview, or probably like an hour later, not even an hour maybe, I get a phone call, or I get a text from Miss Elizabeth, and it says, Hi, unfortunately, due to the fact that you cannot work past 6 p.m., they're going to pass on you having they're going to pass on you having you start the class. I will keep my eyes out for other openings. And I just said thanks. Like, I was so defeated, y'all. I was so upset. Like, so how are y'all all about family and um, the people being happy and all this stuff, and y'all chose not to hire me because I had to get off an hour earlier than your availability time or your um, whatever to go pick my daughter up for practice. Like, and I had also told that man, I'm like, bro, like, I didn't say bro. I promise I didn't say bro. This is like an older man. I was like, my support system is here, and it's just me and my daughter and blah blah blah, like all that. Like, you understand. And because I could not work past 6 o'clock, I was passed on. And so while all that was going on, I had been offered a job with another place that was like a call center. And I had been offered that job, but that job didn't start until November. And I had just, the guy that originally hired me, he doesn't work for the company anymore. Excuse me, y'all. I had to get a drink. My mouth is getting dry. So he didn't work for the company anymore. And I had to pass my information on to another staffing person because this was also a temp service. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey, so my availability has changed and I can no longer work past 6 p.m. Is that going to hinder this job going forward? And so she hits me back and she's like, yes, it will. Are you sure you can't work past 6? Blah, 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 this kind of stuff. So I'm like, honestly, I was upset. Like, I'm not going to say upset like, mad and crying or anything like that. But I felt very discouraged. I was just trying to figure out, like, why isn't anything happening? Why am I not able to get jobs? Like, what the hell is going on? And I tell them I need to pick my daughter up, and they like, nobody is understanding or anything now. Like, that's fucking crazy. And so I told her, I was like, you know what? I can do it. I'll do it. I'm available till 7. It's fine. I'll figure something out because I need a job. And I told her that. I was like, because I need this job. And so she was like, okay, are you sure that you can commit until 7 o'clock? And I was like, yes. And she's like, all right, I'll see you, meet me this date for your not homecoming, for your onboarding. Meet me here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So now I'm just like, so what the hell am I going to do? So my daughter has friends that play the same sport she plays, and I'm like, yeah, I keep muting myself. So I tell her, okay, ask him if his parents be able to give you a ride home from school, after practice, blah, 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 it'll be fine. And she has some friends that stay by her school, and I'm like, have them ask their mom if you can, or which, I was like, have them, I wonder if you'd be able to stay with them. Like, they could walk back up to the school, come get you at 6 o'clock, then you stay over there, and then when I get off, I'll come pick you up. Just trying to weigh out my options. But then I got a flyer from, like, the Boys and Girls Club or something like that. So, the Boys and Girls Club, and there's another program, like an after-school program that stays open till 7. And I'm like, well, there we go. We're going to do it. And then, of course, like, it had a cost or something. And I'm like, oh, my God, I'm broke. I can't pay for that. So I called the woman twice for this, particular thing. I called her twice. She doesn't answer the phone. And then she ends up calling me back when I'm at the job. She calls me back and she's like, hey, this is such and such from the Boys and Girls Club. Um, damn, I was trying not to say it, but then I ended up saying it anyway. I guess I'm gonna have to block that part out. So, I just, she was like, this is such and such from such and such, and I've been on vacation, so I just now got your message. You want your kid to join our club? And I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was like, I heard that you guys have, scholarships available. She said, girl, I'll just give you the scholarship. And I'm like, cool. So then saw my daughter up. So she's going to be doing that. We haven't got there yet. So she's going to be doing that after practice. I don't even know when I'm going to start, the whole, because I have to work till 7. Like, my job is going to be till 7. So I don't know when that's going to start. But she starts that in a little bit. So, yeah. So I guess I really just said all I had to say. Like, the whole time, let's see. How do I want to say this? So, I have discovered that when I don't stress about something, like in the past, if I didn't have enough money to make my rent, like I would stress. And, and then it ends up working out in the end. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so stressed out. I wasn't sure. But now I just, instead of stressing out so much about it, I give myself one time to say, oh, this is some bullshit, or something like that, like, fuck, just that instant reaction, or just I give myself a brief moment to stress about it, and then I tell myself, when I'm done with all that, I tell myself, it's gonna work out. Something's gonna. I'm gonna get it. I got this. And y'all, no bullshit. When I don't stress about it, like, of course I'll think about it. It'll be in the back of my mind, but I'm not stressing over it. Like, I'm just like, hey, shit, I got that bill due coming. The bill's due soon, blah, blah, and then I just move on. 9 times out of 10, like, that shit's gonna happen. Like, and I think, I don't know if that's manifesting or what, but like, for example, like, I could be stressing about my rent getting paid, and I'm like, fuck, what I'm gonna do about this rent, blah, blah. I can stress about it. Or I can give myself a limited time to stress, and I can be like, it'll be all right. I'm gonna get it. I ain't even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get it. And then, sure enough, like, I'm gonna have that shit. Like, that shit is wild. So, I mean, it's easy to tell somebody not to stress about something. Like, it's easy to say, but is it easy to do? Fuck no. Like, you can't just, somebody say, oh man, don't even stress about it. You be like, you know what, you right. I'm not gonna stress about it. That shit is easier said than done. Absolutely easier said than done. So I'm not even gonna tell y'all don't stress. Just make sure you don't stress, blah, blah. I'm not gonna tell you that. Because I can tell you that all day, but that don't mean you're not gonna stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you still gonna stress about it, because that's you. If that's the type of person you are, and you might be one of those people that I can just be like, oh man, don't even stress about it. You got it. And you be like, oh, you know what, you right. I sure do. I sure the fuck do. But yeah, so like I said, I'm not even gonna tell you that, but just, hey, it's working for me. I'll just put it like that. It's working for me. So, I'm gonna have to give me some more water in a minute. Alright, so this thing is almost at 40 minutes. And I just been talking about a whole lot of nothing. Actually, it's at 17 something. Oh no, that's just for this part, because I got cut off earlier when my phone rang. But yes, so I don't really have anything else to talk about, and I don't even know what the title is. And since my camera cut off, I don't even know if I'm gonna put the video with this so that you can go watch it on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, make sure you go subscribe to my channel. My name is Shaunte'a Chanel. That's ShaunteaChanel. And that's on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, my Cash App. So if you want to donate to me, because, shit, we broke over here, baby. But we making it work. But if you want to, send me cash. I'm not, and don't take this as me begging. I'm really just joking. But hey, there are some people that are cool about blessing people like that. So it's whatever. I'm not expecting no cash from y'all. But if you want to send me cash, I am absolutely okay with that. So so follow me on all my social medias. I don't know what this podcast is going to be called or what this audio is going to be called. No idea. I don't know if we're even going to make this a podcast. I mean, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's cool. But yeah, all across the internets, Shaunte'a Chanel, ShaunteaChanel, and it's all together. There's no space in between. But it's been lovely talking to you. If there is any possible way to like this audio or this podcast or this program or me, go ahead and like. If you've enjoyed this and you want to share with your friends, go ahead and share. I don't know how you're going to do that because I don't know how this is going to get posted. I don't know if this is going to get posted. So, share. If you can comment, anything. Just show me some love if you like this. And this won't be your last time hearing me or listening to me. I promise. So, yeah, that's it. So, I'm out. Y'all have a fantastic day.